This is Mario once again with MI Microflight, and in this video I am going to be assembling the MIA 500 RB from the original plans that I produced back in 1992. These are the plans that I used to supply in kit form along with the instructions. You can see how big this plan is. So all the instructions, step-by-step instructions, the assembly of the motor, the assembly of the fuselage, balance and calibration, belt tension, blade tracking, flying, some safety guidelines as well, and so the whole purpose of this video is to showcase the assembly with some modern plans that I decided to do on the computer. I actually took my original design, which is this plan right here. You see the cutouts here from another sheet that I already cut out. These are actually done on a foam sheet, and I decided to bring that into more modern CAD than what I used back in 1992. And so that I can have it on the computer, and so I can manipulate it, so I can create 3D printed parts, as well as some of these color printouts that you see here. And so this is slightly bigger than this model right here. This model is 19 inches from end to end right here, but I made the this one to 20 inches exactly. So it's going to be slightly larger than this model right here, and it's got a little more more details like the pilot figure and some the fact that this is printed in color is going to really bring this out. Back in the day, you would cut out these things, these profiles here, and then you had to build the framework that you see here directly on the plan, on the reverse side of that. Let me take this other one here so we don't confuse here. I am working on some additional setups for that, and you would build it directly on the back side of this, and that's how you would get your basically all this frame here, which is 1/16 square balsa, part of these cutouts here, part of this, and once that was already built that way, you would assemble it, sandwich the motor in between these two pieces here, these fuselage sides, and then you would complete it with the top and the bottom sections. Once that was built, you would add the landing gear, which is you can see the landing gear here, and once that was done, you would work on the blades. I provided all the cutouts for the blades, so that you can also cover the blades in the same paper that the sheet is printed from. Just to make it easier, you would color these blade coverings to whatever you color you liked, as well as the cutouts here, and then you would assemble the blade in that way. And once those blades were done, you would assemble it. You would create the rotor assembly with the blades. Very simple, and as I said in many other videos that I've been showing lately here on rubber powered helicopters, I've done very complex setups. I've done setups with the rubber band to extend the rubber band, and not only the torque but also the speed of the rubber or the rotor. Be a little more complex setup than what I show here. This is simply just a frame for the motor mount. As you can see here, 3 loops of rubber and plus a pulley, and that was basically the motor drive for the rotors. And the rotors are very simple. They don't have bell stabilizers, none of that stuff. The stabilizing was done on the blades. You'll see that when I get to those points of the build. Is this going to be a new series of videos here pertaining to this particular size of this model here, using these printouts here. And so once I get to that, you'll see how I I made the blades and the stabilizer for the blades, so that to do away with the bell system here, which is a little more complex and it's a lot more weight than necessary for this particular model. And so that is that is my trick, if you will, in maintaining a very lightweight model that flew pretty decent, for what it is. This is a big helicopter, rubber powered helicopter, and when I produced this, it was something totally new to the more conventional rubber powered helicopters that people were producing. Just a stick with a pulley and thread, and just a very simple structures, which I've also done. And I've even modernized that in some of my recent videos. You'll see some of that. The more simplistic and more freestyle helicopters, but this is a very spiffy helicopters, as you'll see as I continue with the videos here in the build. A very spiffy model that is inspired by the Hughes 500. That's why I call this the MIA 500 RB, or rubber band power. So this is going to be the start of this new series of this particular size that I'm building here, and I just wanted to focus in on the plan. The size of the plan. I mean, it's a pretty big plan. This is I believe this plan is 24 inches, 2 feet by 2 feet by a little bit over 5.5 feet. Because I used to include the instructions as part of the plan, which you will roll out. You could cut that out and just keep those as separate, or you could cut these in sections, just to make it like a little booklet of instructions. And so that's how I supply my plan, with the instructions all in one sheet, along with, of course, the balls of wood, all the components, to complete the model. And all you have to do is just use some of this stuff here, the Elmer's glue, to attach some of the or white glue to attach the pieces after building the fuselage, and CA glue, and accelerator spray is what I use, to build this. This is I'm going to do it, with this model here. So I'm about to assemble these pieces, because these are 8.5 by 11 printouts here. As you can see, they're done so that they overlap. When I cut this, you'll see the fuselage, it'll be pretty much that size. And this is how I also used to do, a lot of the other models that I show in some other videos back in the day. I mean, this is going to be a good size model, but I built back in the day. I used to build models, from little ones, very very small sizes, to on up to my largest one. I think it was like 3 feet in width. So we're talking about almost twice the size of this model that you're going to see here. So stay tuned for the continuation of this particular series of videos on this MIA 500 RB revamped for 2024.